Hello dear friends, Makeup by Yelena is here to share with you one of the hottest launches of December and probably of the whole year, which is by Makeup by Mario and Sephora brush sets. So the one that I have with me is the larger one, which is $119. It has all 13 brushes, and I'm here to share with you what I think about each one of them, show you the application of each one, except for one that I forgot, and my final thoughts about these brushes. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. Please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that so much. And please go follow me on Instagram, Makeup by Yelena, and I'm gonna follow you right back. So I would love to hear from you both in the comments and DM, and let's just get this party started. What the brushes look like when you open them up. Of course, I already opened and used them, which you're going to see in just a moment. So what I haven't done yet was unbox the brushes and put them into this wonderful pouch. This brush case is gorgeous. It's thin, so it's very easy to pack. And what's amazing about it is it stands up. So you don't have to lay it down, you can just stand it up and get your brushes very easily if you're working with a client. So as I put each brush into this beautiful package, I'm going to talk about it and show you how I applied the makeup with that brush. Is that a good idea? I think it is. So the very first step I did was put on my foundation, and for that I used the Makeup by Mario foundation brush. The brush is beautiful. It says Makeup by Mario Sephora over on this side, which you probably can't see. And on the other side, what I love is that each brush has a purpose for it. So this one says foundation. And so in case you're curious or not sure what the brush is for, you can always look and it'll give you the answer. So when I applied the foundation with this brush, it was very seamless. It was beautiful. I love that it's small enough that you can really get into the detailed parts of your face, but also large enough where your foundation doesn't take forever to apply. It's very soft. This is synthetic. All the brushes are synthetic and vegan, but it feels like a natural brush. It performs even better, to be honest, and it's even easier to clean, so bonus. And let's just talk about how gorgeous this brush gold color is. I am obsessed. So I'm gonna put this in the pouch. So there it is. After I finished the foundation, I began working on my eyes. I like to conceal later because I don't want fallout to mess up my look. So the first brush that I use for the eyes is this beautiful blending brush. And again, it says on the back here that it's blending. So I applied the color all over, and I just love the shape of it. I love that it's large enough where you can apply a good transition color right here in the crease first, but it's also small enough that if you want to blend out the more detailed eyeshadow that you apply later on, it still gives you enough color. So that's what I love about this brush, and I use this multiple times throughout my makeup, as you will see. So that is gonna go probably in here. Okay, so now we have two brushes in here. After that, I use this beautiful detailed eyeshadow brush, and let's see what it says. It says detail. Perfect. So see how pointy it is? It's pointy and it's perfect. I applied a darker brown shadow, and by the way, I used all of Makeup by Mario and KKW eyeshadows to do this look. I used a darker brown color, and it went right into my crease perfectly. Usually with brushes like these, you have to be a little bit careful because you don't want to apply too much. At the same time, you don't want to make it too harsh, but this brush really gives you the control. And one thing that I notice about all of Mario's brushes is they give you the control. They're kind of detailed enough and small enough where you don't just apply a whole chunk of color at the same time. Like, it really gives you precision and detail. This brush is amazing. I used it again later on underneath my eyes after I did the concealer. So we'll put it right over here. There's 3. After that, I took this brush, which is called Shadow, and I dipped it in the lighter color and I put it all over my lid. I put a matte color, a shimmery color, just really blended it all out to make my lid really pop. And I think it's just wonderful. I also applied it underneath my brow for a little bit of a highlight, and it just performed beautifully. Again, it gives you a lot of control. It doesn't bend very much, so it really packs the color on. I love that. And we'll put this in the order that I applied. After that, I lined my eyes with a Sephora waterproof eyeliner, and I used this wonderful smudge brush, which I absolutely love, to blend everything out. I also applied a little bit of eyeshadow on top and just made it look very beautiful, as you can see. So I love this brush very much. Gives me a lot of control, more so than a lot of other smudge brushes out there. And I've tried a lot, trust me. We'll put this one right here. Once the eyes were pretty much complete, other than the line underneath, I started concealing under the eyes, and I used this wonderful concealer brush. It's perfect. It's very dense. It gives very good precision and detail. Usually for concealers, I apply it with larger brushes, but I really enjoyed the smaller brush. It's also perfect for creating the cut crease, like whenever you add a primer back on top of your shadow. It's going to be perfect for that as well. But I really did enjoy this brush. I thought it was great. It performed well. I did not need to over conceal because it just applied the product right where I needed it. Okay, so that we're going to put on this side because this is technically still complexion. Then I took this wonderful highlight brush and used it in different ways. I actually blended out the concealer even more to make it blend with the foundation. And later on you'll see I use this for the highlight, and it's absolutely beautiful. Usually my highlight brushes that I use are larger, but I love how precise this is because it really applies the color just where you need it and not too much. So I love it. This is one of my favorites for sure. Here. Okay. To set the concealer, I use this brush, and this is called Powder Details. So I use it right underneath my eyes, around the nose, around the forehead, just wherever I know that I get oily, just to make sure that there's no cakiness going on later on in the day. And it's a beautiful brush. It applies the powder just where you need it, and I wonder if this would also work as a good contour brush as well. I haven't tried that. So we'll put that right in here. Then I moved over to this brush. This is the detailed contour brush, and it's just called Contour. This is the bonus brush that comes with this set, and this is something that Mario said he worked really hard on. I started to apply the contour with this brush. It was a little bit of a learning curve for me because usually I use more dense brushes for contour, but I really did enjoy it, and honestly today when I used it, it was even easier. So there might be a little bit of a learning curve, but honestly this is great, especially if you want to intensify the contour. So maybe instead of using this as the first brush for contour, and I'm talking about powder in this case, use this at the very end just to add a little bit more precision. But I really enjoyed this brush, and It's really growing on me. There we go. We moved the real estate a little bit. Additionally, I use this wonderful contour brush that is called Contour Slant, and it has a slant, and this is exactly the amount of density that I usually look for. So this was just a perfect brush, no learning curve with this one. It applied perfectly under my cheeks, around my forehead, and underneath the jaw. So I really enjoyed this brush. Very, very, very good. One of the better ones that I've seen that are slanted for contour. So big A+ for this one. Okay. Put this one here. Okay, there we go. Next part is cheek. So this is the cheek brush, and it's wonderful for blush, and you can probably multi-use this for other purposes as well. Probably contour as well, honestly, but I applied blush and it was perfect. Usually I use slanted brushes for blush, but this one actually was perfect. Again, it seems that with these brushes, detail is intended. So instead of taking a big brush and just like swiping blush color all over, you have the control to apply just where you need it. So I love that, and it's one of my staples as well. Now, brown to make them all fit. Okay, this one will go here. And to tie the whole look and to set my face with powder, I use this wonderful large powder brush. It's beautiful. It's like the softest thing I've ever tried. It feels really good on the skin, and again, it's large enough but also small enough where you can really fit into different areas of your face and underneath the neck. So A+ to this one as well. And I was saving the first spot just for this brush. All right, there it is. And last but not least is the brow brush. So I did not actually use this yesterday, but it looks amazing. I have not tried it. I love how it tapers in, so you can really create the little hair-like strokes on your brows. And of course, this is going to work perfectly well for eyeliners as well. So I'm going to try this tomorrow. But it looks phenomenal. Very, very thin. And that fills the very last spot in this brush collection. So here's the pouch. We're going to close it and lock it tight. And that's it. Very thin, perfect, protects the brushes, very easy to travel with, great to set up for the clients. And overall, this is just a beautiful professional look. So Mario, you get an A+ from me, not only because I'm a big fan, because this truly performs. And I'm so excited for you and your future, and I'm here to support it all the way. This brush set is $119, and there are 2 more sets in addition. One is for the face, which is $69. And the other is for the eyes, which is $49. But here you get 2 bonus brushes. So that's that. I love it. A+ for me. Please leave me comments about your thoughts, and if you purchase these brushes, what you think about them. And if you have any questions about how to use them or makeup in general, please leave me a comment. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram, Makeup by Yelena, because this is where I'm the most active. And thank you so much for watching.